Hey doing everyone, welcome back. Well, Jimmy Carter's funeral was the other day, and singing at the funeral was Garth Brooks. The song that Garth sang was Imagine, the John Lennon song. And for some reason, some people were just up in arms about that. And I'm not talking about, people who, you know, liked Jimmy Carter. No, it was right-wingers throwing a fit that, well, why would they put Jimmy Carter was a Christian? Why would they play that at his song? Or you know what they really meant? Well, I can only imagine by whatever Christian group that is. I can't. Was it Mercy Me? Maybe I don't know. No, Jimmy Carter actually liked the song Imagine. Okay, now I get it. Imagine there's no heaven. Uh, I don't remember all the lyrics, but imagine there's no heaven. It's easy if you try. No hell below us. Above us only sky. Something to that effect. But then it goes on later to say something about imagine uh, no possessions, no religion, nothing to kill or die for. Now, is that a pipe dream? Yeah, maybe. Who knows? But it's a hopeful song, right? Love it, hate it, whatever. I mean, and musically, it's a beautiful song, right? It really is. Lyrically, think what you will of it. But then some people were flipping out about how, you know, Garth went woke and country music is not for lefties and blah, 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 blah. Really? Yeah, Garth went woke. Sure. Back in 1992 or 3, he had a big hit, We Shall Be Free. And he was addressing in that song poverty, racism, environmentalism, climate change. Political corruption. But yeah, he went woke, right? Sure. And even before that, he had a song that is less overtly political, and it was an album track, not a hit. A tune called Against the Grain. Yeah, pretty good tune. I mean, but, country music is not for lefties, right? Sure. Tell that to the Dixie Chicks, now known as just the Chicks, but the Dixie Chicks. And even before their big controversy where they said, they were embarrassed to be from the same state as George W. Bush or whatever it was that they said, even before that, I mean, they had songs speaking out on social issues. Goodbye Earl being the biggest one, an anti-domestic violence song. Let's go back even before that. Martina McBride, Independence Day. Reba McEntire. Now, this song is a remake of an old Bobby Gentry tune, but fancy. Yeah, country music, not for the woke, right? Let's look at a duet between Waylon Jennings and Willie Nelson. Mamas, don't let your babies grow up to be cowboys. Yes, that is social commentary. Merle Haggard did several songs about prison reform. Several of them. What, I'm a Lonesome Fugitive, I think, was one of them. Branded Man. What about Jeannie C. Riley with Harper Valley PTA? Yeah. Calling out the social norms of the time. Of course, the PTA being made up of a bunch of hypocrites. Hey, you know what? You can't be doing this. Meanwhile, oh, yeah, really? What about you doing this and you doing that, and yet you want to look at me? Yeah, don't think so. Or, there are some who are just, political activists, right? Tim McGraw and Faith Hill, right? They're activists. But yeah, some of their songs actually touch on social issues. I'm drawing a blank on that Tim McGraw song that I'm thinking of at the moment, but and just because you get John Rich out there, right? Singing his right-wing propaganda songs. You know what? That's fine. That's fine. You do you, man. Doesn't mean I have to like it. And if it's just overtly political propaganda, I don't care for it, no matter which side it's on, right? But if it's making a valid statement, I'm all right with that. I'm all right with that. Loretta Lynn. Loretta Lynn. Oh boy. Where do we start with her? How about her song, One's on the Way? Basically, a woman's place is at home raising babies, right? And she's pregnant again. Or another song that she did called Rated X. Or the biggest controversial song of her career, The Pill. Yeah, because, and One's on the Way came before that, right? So, she's popping out babies. But now, she's got the pill. So, you know what? Maybe we don't have to worry about that anymore, Here's one for you. Dolly Parton. Dolly Parton. Oh, yeah. Now, she is the one that nobody is allowed to touch ever under any circumstances, right? Now, I would criticize her if she deserved it. I can't think of any criticisms of Dolly. Other than she let Whitney Houston take one of her songs and make it Whitney's signature song, which, don't get me wrong, love Whitney Houston's version of that song. In case you're not sure which one I'm talking about, I Will Always Love You. Yeah, that was Dolly's song. But she did a lot of songs about, with social commentary. Dr. Robert Thomas, that was addressing medical care in poor communities, actually way back in the, 60s or 70s. Probably the early 70s, I think, is when that one was. Coat of Many Colors. Song about growing up poor and what it was like. 9 to 5, a feminist anthem. Well, certainly Johnny Cash would never go woke, right? Wouldn't he? Have you ever actually listened to Johnny Cash's songs? He did an entire record about the way Native Americans were treated. One of the songs, I believe it was called Custer. And, how, the Battle of Little Bighorn. And, well, how that didn't go so well, now did it? He also did a lot of songs about prison reform. Most notably, the one song that everybody thinks of when they think Johnny Cash, Folsom Prison Blues. Yeah. All the way back to the 1950s. 1957, I believe, is when he came out with that song. So we're going all the way back to the 1950s at least. I could probably go back even further than that. But, yeah. Not for the liberals, huh? Not for the leftists. It's a right-wing music? No, it's not. No, it's not. I mean, y'all threw a fit a few years ago when Casey Musgraves, I don't know anything about her other than she stirred up some controversy with one of her songs and some things that she stated publicly. Political and social commentary, even left-wing political and social commentary, has always been a part of country music. It always has. Political and social commentary has always been a part of music in general. Right? Just always has been. And you can agree with it, you can disagree with it, you can prefer music that is not political at all, and that's fine. That's fine. But, to say that this guy shouldn't be singing this song at this guy's funeral, when, by the way, I didn't even like the dead guy anyway, and I really don't like the guy singing, because, and I hate that song, well, too bad. Jimmy Carter himself chose the song. Jimmy Carter chose the song. He planned his funeral. So if you don't like the fact that Garth Brooks sang Imagine at Jimmy Carter's funeral, take it up with Jimmy. Take it up with Jimmy Carter, because he's the one who made that decision. And if you don't like it, too damn bad. I'll see you next time.